Hi everyone. Good morning. A lovely Sunday morning to all of you and happy Friendship Day. I also heard today in the morning itself that it is a Friendship Day. I hope all of you are enjoying with your friends through online or offline meet. Welcome all of you in Storytellers and Leaders Connect Club today. I am your sergeant at arms role with role player today. As and when I hear about this role, so I am forced to picture someone with a grand uniform and holding a sword in hand, isn't it? So I'm not wearing all of that, but all I'm wearing is a smile, a big smile. And for the whole of my team, I would also want all of you to keep that smile on your face throughout this meeting, throughout the day, and maybe for rest of your lives. So for that, I have planned a small activity. That's why I had floated a message in our groups to bring pen, paper, and yellow color. I'm not sure if how many of you have been able to grab that, but so if all of you are ready with that, I think we are good to start with that small activity, not taking much time from the other format of the meeting, but just I think this activity should take around 2 minutes. So what we need to do, we need to draw something like this. Let me unblur my background and it will tell you. So this is a small drawing that all of us, we need to do on our notepads. So I'm inspired from TM Prem Prakash, the message that he sent in today's WhatsApp group, that how he's learning visualization and drawings and the benefits that he's taking. So this is what I want all of you to draw. This is a very simple drawing, and I'm sure maybe you all can also have your own version of smileys that you want to draw. Just draw a small circle, eyes, and a laughing face, laughing or smiling face the way you want. So this is the part of activity where I want you all to just draw the face that you want to set as a tone for this meeting and which is going to lighten our mood throughout the meeting. Wonderful, TM Mohit. This is such a cute face that you have drawn. And by the time we all are done, thanks, TM Harinder.
I don't have the color, but
That's so good. Monica,
Wow.
you have put your own flavor. That's so good. Yeah, TM Mukesh, we are able to see, but I think because of your blurred background, that's not clear. Very Shit, TM Abhilasha, TM Pihu, TM Prem. I think we all are pretty much done. So now I will tell you what do we want to do with this phase. TM Abhilasha, these dots are tears or these are the end of smiles? Okay, okay, that's good. So what we are going to do with one is we are going to have a picture with all these faces together. to set as a wallpaper for our today's post on the WordPress site. Second, that is what we are going to do. We are going to keep it on our tables, and we keep checking it every now and then so that we are able to smile often in our meeting. And maybe you can also keep it at the area in your house where you usually pass by, so that this is like work as a reminder to you to keep smiling throughout the day. So let's have a picture together first. Yep. So TM Mohit, will you be able to take that picture?
Yes, let me do that. Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Yes.
Thank you. And now we can
Thank you
keep
so
it
much.
alongside our tables to set that tone. I'm hopeful that this activity was useful for us to start meeting with a smile. So I'll just quickly take one more minute to tell about the mission and the rules of the club. The mission is to provide a supportive and warm platform where we all, people with a growth mindset, can not only help increase their public speaking and listening skill, but also exchange our ideas. And the intention is not to build only better speakers, but better leaders and the lifelong learners. The rules are to silence our phones, to switch on the cameras if we can, and also to not include any of these topics in your speech in the derogatory manner on the topic of sex, politics, or religion. So that's all about my role today. I will hand over the virtual stage to Toastmaster Monica as the president of the class. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Simi, for this smiley start of the day and making us do this beautiful activity. I think you set the tone of the day very well. Theme again is not aligned with the day, but eventually, yes, you have set the tone in that direction. Happy Friendship Day to everybody. And today, as in a presiding officer, I'm really, really happy to have yet another great meeting that we're going to witness today. Before I begin the meeting, there are a few announcements I really want to make. First of all is the greatest one. For sure, we have two new joinees, Abhilasha and Akshat. I really want all of you to give them warm welcome with the quick round of applause. Hey, Abhilasha, really welcome you here. Maybe somebody can pin Akshat also. Yes, here we have both of them. You want to share any words? Abhilasha and Akshat? You're muted, Abhilasha.
Should I start?
Yes, please.
Yeah, sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Akshat Soni. I was born and brought up in Shimla, where I did my entire schooling. And since then, I've completed my undergraduation from NIT Hamirpur, went to Bangalore to work there for a couple of years, and did my MBA from XLRI. And it's been almost 7 years since I've been working in the industry now, and 2 years since I've been in Gurgaon. And I've been willing to join this group since a very long time. I connected with Mohit around February, but unfortunately I was not in the city and also in the country, and really happy to be back and part of this group. So thank you so much for, um, I'm really excited to be here. Thanks for the opportunity.
Great, Akshat. Again, we are also very excited to have you part of the group. And by the way, very nice background. I really loving that beautiful colors flowing all over your place. Awesome.
Thank you.
Yes, Abhilasha.
Yeah, I was actually speaking, but I think I was on mute.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I'm really great. It's really grateful to be joining this wonderful and amazing team. Um, I'm right now in Australia and now joining all you people in India. I mean, it's really great. And my background is law, so I'm just trying to get my license to practice in Australia as well. And yeah, that's all. That's all I want to say. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Abhilasha. With you, we seems to be spreading all across the globe. So thank you for
Yeah, it's
joining in
wonderful.
from Australia. Yes, of course. You're setting the tone in the right direction. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
becoming the part of the club and really excited to have both of you. And together, of course, we're gonna love, learn and create more memories together. All right, super. Next important announcement is about the club officers training. Glad to share that Mohit has been one of the trainer, and I got to know about it yesterday only. We are so very proud of you, Mohit, for reaching to that level. And yes, this deserves a round of applause for sure. And there was two meetings conducted yesterday, offline one in Gurgaon region and one in the Delhi region. We're not sure who all joined in. If anybody who attended those training are there, maybe they can raise their hand so that we know. Of course, Mohit, you were there.
There was actually one more thing that I wanted to share because I got to know about the online club officers training plan. So I thought I'll use this opportunity to share that with everyone. So 10th of August is when the online session will happen for club officers training. So all the club officers who haven't yet been able to attend the meeting and all the members who are interested to learn about what happens behind the scenes in running any club, you can also join in. For the club officers, it is mandatory to attend these trainings, but for others, it is really a good idea to attend and experience it anyway. So yeah, that was the reason I raised my hand, Monica.
Yes. Thank you so much for uprising on that, because it's important for all the EC members to attend these trainings. This is one of our agenda also to complete these trainings. I think before 15th August, we have all to complete all these trainings, and would appreciate every one of you to join it. 10th is online here. It's online. So again, as and when the information gets floated, we'll pass it on in the club WhatsApp groups. So please be attentive to all the messages that will be floating into that for everybody's information. And those who are aspiring to take up the role next time should surely join these trainings, because that also mentally prepare you to take up those roles in the coming time frame. Okay, that's on the training. And third announcement, I have two more of it, is yet another important to-do list that we have as in a club member is to conduct the Moment of Truth session. That will be conducted as in a part of the special Saturday series. So we're planning to conduct that on coming Saturday. Again, please be attentive to that and please try to be present in that meeting so that the maximum participation we have, the better clarity we actually get what's going on and what is the recommendation and what has been the experience for everybody. Yes, Surinder, you want to share something?
Yeah, Mona, just wanted to inform you that this Saturday would be a Raksha Bandhan festival. So it will be
Okay.
difficult for some of us to join. So if we can maybe reschedule or see any other time slot, Wednesday, Friday,
Okay.
maybe. Just a thought.
Let's see. Thanks for reminding that. So then probably we'll make a next Sunday meeting because we again have a timelines to finish it off by 15. So maybe we'll change our next Sunday meeting to a Moment of Truth session. So let the VP Education work on that. Let them plan it, and then please be again alert on what all information they share in the WhatsApp group. But that information will be shared shortly for sure. We really want to plan it as soon as we can actually complete that. Thank you so much again, Arinder, for pointing that out. I had completely missed it out.
No problem.
Okay, all right. And then there is one more great achievement, I should say, that we've been able to create, and that give us an opportunity to also create our presence. Is fortunately me and Umesh uh, conducted a demo meeting at one of the organization in the Power Grid of India. So we had been went there to conduct this demo meet to introduce the concept of Toastmasters, and that was very well received. We actually connected with seniors there in the Power Grid of India. We were anticipating, they were anticipating actually around 100 participants, but fortunately or unfortunately, I think approximately 50% were there, and that session was very well received. Um, in fact, the members participated, the employees of Power Grid actually participated in that impromptu speeches. So that we see as a great success there, a great experience. And I think in future we'll be conducting more demo meetings again as and when we get to know about it. Of course, we'll try to circulate. If any one of you is really interested, so let us know so that we can see that we can include you all also to such demo meets that give us a opportunity to, of course, showcase what Toastmasters does. This also gives us an opportunity to spread the word about our own club. And this also gives us an important opportunity to network with more people. So I would highly encourage if anybody is interested to be part of such meets, just let us know because these meetings keep happening offline or online. This one, which happened on Friday, was an offline meet. But yes, we have the mix of both. So uh, just this was for all of your information, and of course, we would encourage maximum participation in such meetings as well. Okay, with that, I am done with the announcements. And with that, we are ready to kick off the session today. And I really would like to now call upon stage the Toastmaster of the day to come up on the stage, create that humor that he is specialized on, and let's see how he takes us on the day for this meeting to continue. Handing over the stage to Arjun, the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Monica. I had to wait a long time. I knew announcements, so many announcements. Wow.
Yes.
I changed my place 3 times in the time you finished your announcements. I hope.
I think happy place to be in that we have so much to share.
Yeah. I mean, I hope my audio and video are everything clear. No background noise or anything like that. So yes. So my topic for today is about how when you're living life, we all have to struggle with the fundamental anxiety of life. As J.R.R. Tolkien, the author of Lord of the Rings, said, the main anxiety in life is always the anxiety of death. Like, whether we like it or not, most of us are always fearing that. Where do you think FOMO comes from? Where do you think FOMO comes from? Fear of missing out. It comes from this realization that you have limited time and that every day brings you closer and closer to your mortality, and that maybe what you're doing today, you could be doing something else, you could be doing something better, you could be doing something much more happening or whatever. And at the same time we are also told, oh, long term focus, okay, don't save up for retirement, invest, don't use this day to enjoy yourself too much, use this day as one more stepping stone towards something that is going to come 20 years down the line. And we are told all these two things simultaneously, and we are left to figure it out. I have given my gyan, and now it is up to you to apply it. Now give me my guru dakshina or something like that. Because all these gurus online, they will say both of these things, that you should have a long term focus but also carpe diem somehow. And for me, it was always a contradiction. As to, this is the fundamental problem of life, I feel. the fundamental anxiety, which keeps us all baseline anxious all the time. And for the longest time, I did not find a solution to it. Now I think I have a solution. And the solution was found in having a gambler's attitude towards life. Because if you have an attitude in which you want to control every outcome, in which you want to do the optimal thing all the time, you are going to be completely in this state of anxiety. In this state of anxiety, as in, oh, what if today I could have been doing something else? What if this will be a better thing to do? What if that will be a better thing to do? But if you have a slight bit of a gambler's attitude, see, you know what? I have chosen to do this and I have decided I will do this. And now I am going in all in with this. No matter what happens, suppose it is that for the next 6 months you are going to just study. Oh, but what happens if you're studying for an exam and you don't pass out and you don't get qualified or whatever? What are you going to do? You're like, okay, fine. I took a gamble. It didn't pay off, and so that you have to have a little bit of the gambler in you to be able to live life properly. Otherwise, you're going to just constantly be stuck between opposing forces that will pull you because you are trying to study hard or you're trying to invest or you're trying to save money, and then someone will say, you're missing, you should be in Bali right now, partying with all these people. Or when you're partying in Bali, or you're worrying about, oh man, I have no savings. What will I do about my retirement? Or the fact that all of your friends are starting their businesses or whatnot. So a little bit of that gambler's attitude, I feel, is great because life is not like chess, in which everything that you do is all up to you. Because it is much more like poker. And I recently got started into poker, and I am just to illustrate poker as an example for why it's a better proxy for decision making in life than chess. Because in chess, whatever you do, it's all your fault. You can't blame anything. You can't blame the pitch. You can't blame the conditions. You can't blame the weather. But in poker, you can blame the cards. Okay. I mean, you have your decisions in which you have made, but the decisions that you make are not going to lead to the good outcomes. And I feel like this card game, which is associated with being quite, it is associated with vice generally, but it is also the source of game theory. Game theory was invented in order to analyze and understand poker. So it has always been an intellectual's game also. It can be a complete gambler's game also, like roulette or pure gamblers like rush, whatever roulette or slot machines or anything. But poker is much more, your inputs are much more valuable. And so I find that this balance of your decisions versus randomness from the environment that can happen, it gives you a much better understanding. And I have found the meaning of life in this card game for now, at least. So with that, we'll move on to the next segment of our meeting, which is a Toastmasters meeting. Let me say, if you have not been here before, is composed of three sections: the prepared speeches, the table topics. This is my favorite section, and the evaluations. And for now, we will have the general evaluator, who is in charge of the evaluation section, to present her role players. General evaluator, please take this place.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arjun. It's an amazing start to the meeting. And I haven't really played poker, but yeah, I love other card games which are usually played here in India. And I love the theme around randomness and your own decisions and how they can shape up your life. So thank you for bringing up this topic today. As the general evaluator today, and especially because it is the friendship day as well, I'm reminded of a friend who would keep a check on me. So this friend was the kind of friend who my mother was very happy if he was with me. So if I were to go to a party anywhere, late night, anything, as long as Nitin is going along, she's very happy. So I'm sure you've had friends like those who keep a check on you. And as the general evaluator for today, I'll be keeping a check on everything that happens in the meeting. And just like friends give honest feedback, I'll be evaluating the meeting, not the speakers though, but everything else that happens in the meeting. So I will be assisted from my team in order to do this, and my team is comprising of the tag role players, the timer, the R counter, and the grammarian. Let me first call on stage our grammarian. She's like the English teacher friend, right? Let's call on stage with a round of applause Toastmaster Monica, who's playing the grammarian today.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohit. Do you remember the red marks in your notebooks in your childhood? That English teacher marking all that circles, putting crosses, and every time you open the notebook, you see more reds than what you have written. Well, this is supposedly my role today to remind you of those days, but eventually, I'm not that kind of a teacher. I am the kind of a teacher who would like to give more of hearts and stars with the red colors for sure that lighten up your day. So, as in a grammarian, I, of course, will be checking up on what you all are saying. I had to spend my life as a verification engineer where I was trying to find the defects in other people's code. But today, rather than finding the defects, I would be focusing more on finding what great usages you share, what all new words you bring on table for us, and what all great idioms and statements you are using throughout your speeches. Of course, I'll try to note if I note something which is worth a mention, and I'll come up with my report towards the end. But before I end my speech, again, as in a role, I have to introduce a word of the day and idiom of the day. So today, friendship is all around, and my words and idiom is also related one. So word of the day is amicable, which means friendly but without conflict. It's an adjective, and the simple usage could be something like even after the debate, the two speakers had an amicable chat over the coffee. And the idiom of the day is thick as thieves, which means very close friendly, with, who share the secrets and kind of a crime in the partner in the crime, sorry. And the example is, ever since college, Ria and Neha have been thick as thieves. You rarely see one without the other. I'll be sharing both word of the day and idiom of the day in the chat, encouraging everyone to use them. So if anybody used the word of the day, show one thumb up. And if anybody used idiom of the day, show both thumbs up. All right. With that, I hand over stage back to Mohit.
Thank you. Round of applause for Monica for those insights. And yeah, we'll remember and use the words amicable and thick as friends. Next up, we have our punctual friend, the person who will help us take a note of the timing and how we are doing with it. Let me welcome on stage Toastmaster Shivani.
Hello, good morning, all the Toastmaster and guests present here. I'm Shivani Kumari and I am your timer today. My role is to help all the speakers stay within their time limits by using three signals. Let me show you the timer signals using my background. Here is the green background, which means the minimum time has been reached. And second one is the yellow background. This means it's time to start wrapping up. And the third signal, which is red background, this means your time is over. I hope everyone can see these signals clearly. And for today's meeting, we have two speeches. Both speeches are around 5 to 7 minutes. And table topic speeches are 1 to 2 minutes. And evaluation speeches are 2 to 3 minutes, I guess. Yes. Okay. Back to you, Toastmaster Mohit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivani. Yeah. I would just like to add that for the timings that you will showcase for the prepared speeches will be green at 5 minutes, then yellow at 6 minutes, and then red at the 7th minutes. And for the table topics, it will be green at 1, yellow at 1:30, and red at 2. And then for the evaluations, it will be 2 green card, 2:30 yellow,
Green
and
card.
then 3 red card. Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you, Shivani. Round of applause for Shivani. And next up, we have our interrupting friend, the counter of the day, who will keep a watch on if we are having any interruptions during our speeches in the form of ahs and ums. And for that, we have Toastmaster Raja today. Let me add him to the spotlight. Yes, Raja, the stage is yours.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much, Master Mohit. The purpose of the AHA counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including aha, ar. I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this means, this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. I hope this feedback will be taken with amicable point of view. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raja. So that was my team for today, my friend circle. We are going to be thick as thieves, and we are going to come back at the end of the meeting and we're going to present to all of you our reports. And with that, I would like to hand over the stage back to Toastmaster Arjun.
Just a second. Okay. Am I am I audible?
Yes,
Yes.
you're audible, Arjun.
Oh yeah. So everybody, just like Master Mohit mentioned, he has played poker, but I'm sure you have team patti, right? So team patti is like a variant of poker basically. So in which everybody gets three cards in your hand, and that's your hand basically. Three of those Broadway cards, king, queen, jack, ace. So in team patti, you have just these three cards, and there are no community cards. There are no common cards that you can form. In poker, just imagine you have a certain set of cards in your hand, and there are a set of community cards also, and you have to form the best hand based on what in your hand and what is on the table for common for everybody. So so before, when you get your first two cards, then there is a round of betting that you can do beforehand. And I find that to be very fascinating because it is you're betting blind basically. You have not the community cards are not revealed in the beginning. At first you just have your two cards, which are known as whole cards. It's not important. It's just a it's just a game. You can learn the game elsewhere, but I'm just going to tell you the basic concept. So you just have two cards in your hand, and you're supposed to just bet. And I feel like at this point, you can, if you have a good hand or if you have a bad hand, you can really just put a lot of money just based off of this confidence that you have the best hand. And even though nothing has come on the table yet, you have no idea what cards can be on the table. And even in theory, the best hand you can have in theory before the flop, the first three cards when they are shown on the table is called the flop. The best card you can have is the double aces, ace pair. So pre-flop, anybody with ace pair will want others to put a lot of money on the table, and they want to scare everybody maybe because it might not be the best hand after the flop. So that tells you in life that if you start with a good hand, you definitely have an advantage. for sure, because it is like the pre-flop betting in poker. It's just like you just have two cards. No cards have come onto the community yet, and you're just playing it blind, and you just have so much confidence. And I feel like a lot of people's confidence comes from having the good card in their hand. Okay, but this is another thing. Like a lot of people who have good cards in their hand, they tend to get mad to those cards because they think ki, oh, this is always going to be a good hand in my hand. But even if you have ace pair in your hand, in your whole cards, but the first three cards don't have any ace or anything, but it is just 2, 3, 4 or something like that. If the first three cards come 2, 3, 4, now anybody with 5, 6 has the much better hand after the flop, much better. But the guy with double aces still thinks, okay, oh, I still have the best hand, and probably he will play overconfidently, or probably he will play. Maybe he will get married. Or maybe on the next then total five cards are shown. So the first three cards mein no ace. So one more and one more. So the turn and the river, the fourth and the fifth card are called that. So that person will get mad to his hand saying, okay, maybe it will another ace will show on the fourth or the and my hand will still be the good hand. But if the first cards are 2, 3, 4 and somebody has a 5, 6, it's a really a marginal hand. But if you keep playing a game and play then win. So this just you, even if you have double aces to start with, even if you have double aces to start with, you cannot get married to it because things can change every time. Things change all the time in life also. And even if your starting hand is not the best hand, you just have a 5, 6. Am I audible? Like my video is hanging a little bit.
Yeah, your audio is fine, Arjun.
So even if you have 5, 6, there is no reason to get despondent because yeah, you're sure you're not born, sure you're not Aryan Khan, or sure you're not Roshan, you're not Hrithik Roshan's son or something like that. But still, you never know what situation your 5, 6 hand could be a winner in this game. So I find that very inspiring that a 5, 6 can beat a double ace pair, depending on how you play. So we now proceed to the to the prepared speeches section. And our first speaker for today, I think you'll have to help me because my phone is way too slow. I cannot. So who is the first speaker for today? I think Hirender is speaking.
Yes.
Yeah. So Toastmaster. So Toastmaster Hirender, the evaluator can for Toastmaster Hirender, please step up and explain the objectives of Toastmaster Hirender's speech.
Sure. Thanks, Toastmaster Arjun. Let me again switch on my camera. Hi, everyone. I am evaluator today. I will be working as a reflection, as a mirror for his speech, where I will be sharing what went well and what could even shine brighter in the speech in the amicable manner. And introducing Toastmaster Harinder, he is a finance specialist in UK-based telecom. On a personal note, he is blessed with a loving family, wonderful spouse, and lovely children. He enjoys staying active through fitness, cricket, and occasionally adventures. Uh, so the topic of his speech, the title of his speech is Reclaim 24 Cross 7. I welcome Toastmaster Hirender on this virtual podium. Reclaim 24 Cross 7 Toastmaster Hirender. Toastmaster Hirender, Reclaim 24 Cross 7.
Thank you, Simi. Good morning, friends. Let me start with a question. Has anyone checked their mobile before joining the meeting? Or just raise your hand. Great. Anyone feel guilty of checking the mobile during the meeting? I can see few faces. Anyone checking the mobile before sleep or first thing within 30 minutes of their getting up? Just raise your hand if you do so. Okay, we are no different. We all have make an amicable relation with our mobile phone, social media. We just start with a quick check to see if there is any update on my social media, anyone commented, any like, if there is a special message or something, someone has tagged me. We just pick phone and tell ourselves it's going to be only 5 minutes. I will just check. I'll take a quick look for 5 minutes and then I will just keep it away. 40 minutes later, we just find ourselves scrolling through, watching random videos. A cat is dancing, a dog is in business suit, a villager maybe with fluent English, or a lady giving gyan on the newly dishes, cooking items. And we realize that we're still keeping on with the reels. Within that 40 minutes, we think twice, thrice, okay, I will just finish in next 2 minutes and just keep this damn thing away and will not look at it until I complete my one task that I have been thinking of. But still, we keep hooked on with our mobile phone, with our social medias. So good morning, friends. Again, we all get 24 hours, 7 days, but do we own them? Do we own our 24/7 hours? Often you see, we claim that we do not have time. We do not have time to speak to our loved ones. We do not have time to speak, to talk, to listen to our family, kids, parents. We do not have time to have a meaningful discussion with our neighbors. We do not have time to help. We do not even time to help ourselves by exercising, spending time to improve ourselves. And yet, and before I disclose, let me ask you one more question. What do you think? How many hours do we spend in a day on the social media? Just type in a random number, a 30-second, 1 hour, 30 minutes, like that. 1 hour, 2 hours. Mohit, 2 hours. Seema, 3 to 4 hours. Great. Prem Prakash, sir, 6 to 7 hours. Shivani, between 4 and 5. Okay, great. So the study reveals that average time spent on mobile social media is 3.5 hours, which makes roughly 45 days in a year. 45 precious days, which can be used to pick up a new skill, learn a new language, improve your health to at least 1 or 2 notch up. You can pick up a project at your office. You might enroll yourself to learn a new skill, help community wherever there are endless people who might need your help, but we often say, no, we actually do not have time. You see, we are in social gathering, we are out for a dinner with our family, but everyone in the family, even though they're enjoying their meal, they're still checking. One hand is still stick to the mobile where they keep scrolling and continue to have their food. There was a time when people used to sit and have a meaningful discussion while their food at home. But now, even if we are sitting together, we're still engrossed and continue to pay attention to our mobile phone as if something really important is coming. Ever thought why? The app that we are using, they're being designed in such a way that keeps us engaged throughout the time. For example, you might see an email coming up says that your friend so and so has tagged you. When you see that, you tend to see actually what is the reaction or what is the comment that was made on your feed. Unless you do that, there is a craving that keeps you stuck somewhere, that whatever you're doing, you tend to leave everything and go and check your mobile, because that releases dopamine. Someone has written, but yeah, that's right. And these mobile apps, social media were carefully designed. They have spent millions of dollars with the help of scientists and decode that one lack our human brain is wired, that is the need of dopamine. We need the dopamine, and when we get the surprise element, that releases a dopamine, and we continue to have that. And in search of that dopamine, we stick to that mobile, even though we know we're not making anything, it's not productive, and we wanted to do some productive work, but still we cannot, because our mind is getting the dopamine from continuation of the reel. The companies that they have the design these apps are earning from our click. They are they earn more as we spend more time on these apps. That's why they have designed in such a way that we stick to mobile apps. The more we watch, the more they earn, and they are studying our each and every behavior. That's why if you like a dog, you suddenly see that the video of the dogs will continue to come. And if you look for a personal training to a workout video, you will see the more workout videos will come into your feed, because they are studying your behavior. How much time do you spend, where do you click, what time of the day you spend more on uh, the social media. So they study each and everything, and that's why they are able to keep you hooked. Just to complete my speech, to limit ourselves, what we can do is we can set the boundary, we can set the timeline when we are going to use, how we are going to use. We can switch off the notification of the apps that we do not really need it. Or if we are feeling bored, we can perhaps pick up a book, as Colonel Prem also suggested many times. Instead of picking up mobile, we can pick up a book and make a thick as a thief. Thank you everyone for listening. Over to you, Toastmaster, Journal Evaluator.
That will actually be me. I will take over. So, yeah, Toastmaster Hirinder, I personally can attest to the power of social media. Can we all spend 1 minute giving Toastmaster Hirinder feedback in the chat? And I will keep yapping till then to keep you entertained. So recently I did it Instagram self because I felt like it was programming me to be part of the hive. I think, I think, I think, you know, uh, it is part of it is part of programming. Uh, why else are people going to Kazakhstan of all places? Like when I was young, everybody used to want to go to Switzerland because Govinda, Karishma Kapoor movie were all shot in Switzerland and everybody wanted to go there. Now people are going to Kazakhstan. How? Why? I think it's because of Instagram. I definitely think it's because of Instagram. Everybody's going to Kazakhstan, and everybody else wants to go to Kazakhstan, and people want what other people have. And what about people doing? That nowadays there are wedding photos, wedding events where all they do is just dress up in wedding gowns and they just click photos. There is no wedding. They're just having a wedding party purely for Instagram. Purely. Okay. Anyways, I think the minute is, and can share your feedback with Toastmaster Hirinder. I think it was a lovely speech. And now we have our next speech, which is Toastmaster Mukesh. And Toastmaster Mukesh is evaluator who is Colonel, I never know how to pronounce it, Colonel Prem Prakash. So Toastmaster Prem Prakash, can we step up onto the stage to aim the objectives of Toastmaster Mukesh?
Morning, fellow Toastmasters, and happy Friendship Day. So we have our Toastmaster Mukesh Yadav delivering his speech today, and that would be level 1 on innovative planning, and he's going to take 5 to 7 minutes. And his purpose of his speech is to learn or review basic method for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. And his topic for the day is Lost in Life, Found on a Trail. A brief introduction about Toastmaster Mukesh. He is based out of Delhi and works as a software architect with a consulting firm, and he likes to meditate and loves history. Over to you, Toastmaster Mukesh. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Colonel Prem Prakash. Happy friendship, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. Can I ask you something? Have you ever felt completely stuck, like you don't even feel like getting up in the next morning? I just used to go to sleep hoping the feelings would pass, but it did not. I stopped talking to people, started avoiding everything. One day, I typed a single word on a Google, a word I had never typed before in my life. Track. Yeah, you heard right. Track. Why that word? I don't know. But that single search led to something that completely changed me. And today, I want to tell you what happened, but not just yet. This was just after long lockdown, 2 years working from home, Zoom calls, and zero interactions, and no excitement in life. I had never done a trek before, not walk more than few kilometers in one go. But somehow I zeroed on a beginner track, Nag Tibba, near to Dehradun. I thought, let's do it. But wait, I was not ready, not even walk more than few kilometers in one go. But somehow I signed up for this track because I wanted to experience something. I needed to walk, breath, climb all the same time. So I made a plan. I began walking every morning in Jahanpana city forest close to my home. The uneven terrain gave me a real feel of trek. Slowly, I could walk 5 kilometers comfortably for the first time in a long time. I felt excited about something. Then came the second part for this track, the track gears, which is quite essential for any trek. So for that, decathlon, for the rain jackets, pants, and backpack. And India hikes from where I signed up for this trek for renting the shoes and the trekking pole because I was not sure I would even like trekking. I booked ticket to Dehradun. Let me ask you another question. Have you ever stayed in dormitory with complete strangers? I had not. And yet that night I did. And almost everyone there was a tracker. There was an amicable energy in that room, a mix of uncertainty and excitement. The next morning, we all traveled in a tempo traveler to a small village called Pantwari, which is the base camp for our trek. We had lunch, packed our foods, and began our trek in the evening around 3 o'clock. The path was forested, birds, fresh air, and no notifications. As we walked, I noticed bright red flowers blooming among the trees, the burans in full glory. It felt like a nature had painted its own welcome sign for us. By 6 p.m., we reached the green meadow to set up our tent for today night. It felt like a movie scene, but the real challenge hadn't begun yet. After a dinner, we were told by our track leader, tomorrow morning, you have to wake up at 3 o'clock. We leave for the summit by 4 o'clock in complete darkness. So sleep early. My heart skipped a beat. That night, under the stars, some people discussed about galaxies, constellations, and camera settings, which happened in most of the tracks. I just stared at the sky, thinking, what did I sign up for? At 3 a.m., in the freezing cold, I woke up. We tied our headlamps, filled our water bottles, and began walking in a pitch dark. It was silent. My breath was loud. After 30 minutes, my body started resisting, legs heavy, breath short. I started asking myself why I am doing this. And then I looked up. There it was snow clad mountains glowing under the full moonlight. It looked like the silver sheets over the mountains. I was quiet, no photos, just stood there for a few minutes looking the mountains and then kept walking. After 2 more hours of struggling, climbing, we reached the summit just as the sun was rising. Friends, that sunrise, golden rays of snow covered peaks was not just view. It was feeling of strength, of knowing that if I could do this, maybe I could take on anything. What's the one thing we all need when we feel low? No advice, not another webinar. What we need is movement, a break from our surroundings, a reminder that life exists beyond four walls. Tracking gave me that reminder. It showed me that sometimes when life feels so too loud, the answer is in silence, in nature. So the next time you feel stuck, don't just sit, don't just scroll. Climb, breath, pause, walk. Try a track just once. You will return more than tired legs. You will return with new version of you. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Arjun.
Thank you, Mukesh sir. I used to be a big traveler myself. And can we all spend a minute giving Toastmaster Mukesh feedback in the comments? Meanwhile, I'll try to keep you entertained by. So one of the most epic treks that I have done was it was a cycling trek from Manali to Leh by cycle over 10 days on that Manali Leh highway. It was a pretty legendary trek, and on the last day we had to, like, it was optional, but we could choose to go from Leh to Khardungla on cycle, which is 40 kilometers by length, which is not that big of a deal, but it is 2 kilometers elevation change, which is a lot. So I think my fitness journey was born on that day because I realized how unfit I was on that day. And ever since then, actually, on that day when I was climbing up, there was this one really fit guy, but he was not a nice person. He already reached over there and he was coming down, and I was like around 60% of the way up the track, and he was telling me, "Turn back, dude! Like you're never going to reach the before nightfall. You're never going to reach." And that like annoyed me so much because it's like, yeah, okay, I'll reach or not reach. Like, but what is it? What is it to you? Like, who are you to tell me to give up right now? So that really lit a fire. Yeah, now so I have to reach. So I think after that day, I started training a lot because I didn't want to be in that position ever again. So yes, I think we are done with the feedback, and now we can move on to the next segment of this meeting. But before that, I will want to tell you one more thing about my talk actually. So another thing that is important in poker is the concept of, which I really like, is the concept of tilt. You know, tilt is like a technical term which is used to for wherever you get emotional. In this game, you cannot get emotional because either for good things or for bad things. So so if you are tilted, meaning somebody is at the table is tilting you, meaning they are, you know, gassing you up. Like in Hindi, we say "chane ke jhaad pe chada raha hai." Like make to translate that for people who might not know Hindi, it is making you climb up the chana tree. Uh, I don't know how else does it, or there is a better way to say that in the idiom of English, which is to blow smoke up somebody's, you know what. But even that is not a family friendly way to say it. So yeah, so you cannot get killed when you're playing good, and you definitely cannot get killed when playing bad because there are players who will try to make you feel that you don't have anything, that they have something much better. So in same, I think which is very applicable, have focus on doing right, just doing the right thing regardless of outcome. Like the outcome, you may win, you may lose, but in in your decisions, you should be able to always justify yourself and explain yourself. Okay, given the information I had and given the circumstances I had, I did what was the right. I did not get emotional at any place, and which I think flows really well into that famous verse of the Bhagavad Gita, which I think is way misunderstood. It is that focus on focus on what you can do and not on the outcome, which is fair because the outcomes have much more other inputs, but at least your inputs should be correct. You know, it is like a cake in which there are 1,000 ingredients and you control only like 100 of those. So the other ingredients have to be there, but if your ingredients are not good, then you cannot really blame something else. You cannot be too tilt. So I really like this aspect of poker because you can do everything right and you can lose big time, and you can do everything wrong and so in that way it doesn't, but over time the people who do the right things will come out ahead. But if in a particular evening, in a particular week, you can catch a real string of bad luck or good luck. And when you have good luck, you think you are untouchable, and then you're going to set yourself up for a huge failure. And if you think that you're losing or you're bad, then again you're getting too despondent. I mean, sometimes things just don't work. So I find that to be a great life lesson, great life lesson, and the biggest illustration of that famous, Karm Ki Chinta wala line from the Bhagavad Gita. So now we can go to the table topic section, which is Toastmaster Pihu Singla. Take it over, Toastmaster Pihu.
Hello everyone, happy Friendship Day. So now we are having a fun table topic session. So in this session, anyone can join, a member or a guest. So you just have to raise your hand and I will call you up on the stage. So you have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes and your maximum time will be 2.5 minutes. So please keep that in mind. And with that, if you would like to try, just raise your hand now. Don't overthink, it will be a fun one. So, yes, Toastmaster Seema Gupta. Your prompt will be paperboard. Paperboard, Toastmaster Seema Gupta. Paperboard, Toastmaster Seema Gupta.
Paperboard. The weather is outstanding. It rains like cats and dogs. How many of you have actually enjoyed this showering bounty of universe called rain? And we all know the holy period of these seasons is going on. Well, I vividly remember when I was a kid. And at that point of time, hardly I used to have anything to play with. And you won't believe, at that point of time, I used to make paperboards with my lovely, amazing, of course, my brother, sister, and of course the people, I would say the young ones, the kids in our vicinity. So this rain reminds me not only the season of just romanticization, it reminds me the childhood. It reminds me the showering of universe gifts in the form of rain that actually makes everything all around so neat and clean and mesmerizing. And paperboard reminds me, though it is very light, but still it moves on. Whichever direction the water or the rainwater is going to take it. So I want to ask everyone, are we like that in our life too? Because life is a roller coaster ride, my dear ladies and gentlemen. And sometimes we are, due to fixed mindset, no, I'm not going to move on. On the other hand, change is only constant. So think yourself like alive, little, amazing paperboat and see, are you moving forward with the pleasant weather or maybe unpleasant to the directions of life and enjoying the moment? With this, over to the table topic master. Thank you.
That was indeed amazing. Didn't feel like an impromptu speech. It appeared like as if you were all prepared. And also the metaphorical way you converted that paperboard into, that was really commendable. So moving on. Okay. Madhumita. So your prompt will be secret door. Toastmaster Madhumita, secret door. Secret door, Toastmaster Madhumita.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone are doing well. So today my topic is secret door. Uh, so, uh, so in everything we have a secret door. For example, if we are uh, studying a particular subject or particular preparations, we will be having a secret door for that. While doing the preparation, we'll be having some strategies. There is a time management techniques which is called Pomodoro technique. So, which is called we will be doing a 25 minutes of hard work with focus and 5 minutes of break. And after that, we'll be having again 25 minutes of work and 5 minutes of break. We'll be doing it for 4 times, and we'll be having a long break for 50 to 30. So we need to follow these to attain a particular success. So this need to be a deep focus, this deep focus need to be done to attain that success in our life. So I consider this as a secret technique, the techniques which we follow to attain the success. This is a secret door. In my real life, I can tell you a real life example where I used this technique. So we'll be having a accountancy class. So where I was a BTech student, I cannot able to understand. There will be topics of journal entries and ledger. So as I was a BTech student, I cannot able to understand these things initially. But after using this Pomodoro techniques, and there was one another techniques which is called time blocking techniques. So by using those techniques, I can able to grab up things by focusing on that. So everybody in life have a secret door. So one need to find that. If you find that secret door, you can able to attain the success in it. So thank you all.
It was really insightful, and I connected to it and related to it as I am a former student, and I can understand the confusion related to journal entries.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yes,
Thanks.
you did really well.
Thank you.
So now we would like to take part. Okay, Sweta Bansali, Toastmaster Sweta Bansali. Your topic will be umbrella. Umbrella. Toastmaster Sweta Bansali. Toastmaster Sweta Bansali. Umbrella.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. As soon as I saw myself under the umbrella of divine blessings, I just saw that it is full of people living with only and only love. That umbrella had no negativity around. That umbrella was saving all of us from that negativity. It was telling all of us, don't you think this is what world should be? I think so. Definitely. Divine didn't made us to only and only have positivity. Negativity came around to let us understand what positivity could be, what love could be. If hate was not there, how will we know love? If darkness was not there, how will we know light? That umbrella became the guru for me, taking me from the darkness to light. Not only me, all my people around me, all of you all were under that umbrella, taking me and enjoying with me and spreading only and only love, smiles, and knowledge. All the people were amicable to each other. They were thick as thieves. It was not easy, but neither difficult, because that umbrella was made of rainbow, all the colors. Colors of faith, hope, love, amicable, nature, and nurture, and everything that we can think of, we need, and we want this world to be. Don't you think we all can be that umbrella for someone else to take their hand and take them from darkness to light? If you have that umbrella, don't forget to use it. What do you have to say, Table Topic Master? Over to you.
Thank you for sharing your part. So it really felt like it was your pathway speech and not a table topic session. So you did really well, all those gestures and the way you were like interactive with all of us. So thank you so much for that. Now moving on, who would like to take participation? Okay. Okay, Toastmaster Deepak. So your topic will be pocket diary. Pocket diary, Toastmaster Deepak. Toastmaster Deepak, pocket diary.
First of all, good morning, everyone. Uh, so it's really a good topic, pocket diary, and I think I have thought about it a lot of time that I should maintain a pocket diary so that I can write it down every moment, the important task or the inner dialogue which goes in my mind. This concept of pocket diary I heard while reading an article of Bruce Lee, where it was mentioned that Bruce Lee used to keep a pocket diary where he used to write everything regarding his routine, regarding his fitness, diet, what's going on in his life, and the thoughts, self belief, all the things he used to write there. And I got so much inspired from him. Then I then I thought of writing it. Then I thought of keeping a pocket diary, but instead of that, I started using WhatsApp to write important things or thought process which is going on in my mind, or any fear or anything which is disturbing me. So this pocket diary, this concept of keeping a pocket diary, we can really use for self introspection, for analysis, or to improve our productivity also. So that's all from my side regarding a pocket diary. Over to you, Pihu.
That was really well done. So, like the Bruce Lee's introduction that you made, so that was very well, and I felt related to the concept of pocket diary the way you have spoken about it. So I am also keeping a pocket diary and keeping a list of things to do in my day so that I can feel at the end of the day that okay, this is what I have done and this is the things that we have left for the day after tomorrow. Okay, so that was great. And then okay, Toastmaster Semi Garg. Yes. So the topic will be okay, yes. Flying carpet. Flying carpet, Toastmaster Semigar, Toastmaster Semigar, flying carpet.
Thanks, Toastmaster Pihu. First of all, I congratulate you to take up this role. We are so new to this club, and you have already taken up a big role that really sets some set energy in this meeting. Congratulations to you as well as to all of us for doing justice to this role. Flying carpet. So flying carpet takes me to the memory lane where I used to enjoy that TV serial with my friends, where I can now also think about how we used to enjoy with our friends in the childhood, and what a good occasion to think of all these things, having the friendship day we all of are having today. So those memories also help me know that how we were having a free time to enjoy in the company of our friends, to see those television serials, and then post that having great chit chat together, building future goals on top of those flying carpets, how we could go into future using those carpets. So those little stories, those anecdotes, so those were the lovely moments that we had spent then. And that gives us reminder how we can still think of those flying carpets in a positive way, in a very, good expected way for the future. So that flying carpet from my childhood brings me to here, where I'm sitting in this wonderful forum and coming up as a flying colors, where I'm still able to give that impromptu speech. And still looking forward in future to fly even higher with my goals and ambitions. So over to you, all of my friends, with a thought. So what have you thought when you visualize yourself on that flying carpet? Thank you.
Thank you so much. So the way you have woven a story around that flying carpet, while I was noting down these table topics, I was really intrigued by this one. Like, what can we say about this flying carpet scenario? So I I just was wondering that in childhood we used to see the Aladdin show in which the flying carpet used to come. So that was all that I came up with. But the perspective you gave us, that was really wonderful. So thank you for that. Now I would also encourage Toastmaster Akshit and Toastmaster Abhilasha, those who are new joinees. So please take up the table topic session if you would like to. So yes, now let's give the chance to ET, Toastmaster ET, and after that, Akshit and Abhilasha, you can decide who wants to go. So yes, Toastmaster ET. I'm not
Hello.
sure if this is your name or if these are your
Yes, correct.
initials.
Yeah, my initial name.
Okay, so your topic will be talking mirror. Toastmaster ET, talking mirror, Toastmaster ET.
Ladies and gentlemen, what do you look at the very first in the morning? Do you look at your smartphone or do you look at your mirror? For those who are looking at your smartphone, raise your hand. Okay. And those who talk to the mirror, raise both hands. Okay, good. Thank you. So I'm going to share about this particular object. Talking mirror. Imagine you are living in a world where you are waking up and just to see the very first thing, a mirror in front of you. And you're saying this to the mirror in front of you. You are an amicable friend. And we have thick as thief experience together. And this conversation can go for hours. Even though people say that you are crazy, of course, they are going to say that. Don't get discouraged. Me too. I did to talk the mirror every single morning. I always wake up early just to be the first to see the mirror. And I said hi. And the mirror reflect hi to me. It makes my day. I don't need other people just to say hi to me. I can say hi to myself. And it is because it is talking mirror. The mirror itself is reflecting to us. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Toastmasters, have you done a talk with your talking mirror today? If you haven't, this is the best time to say you are amicable. Back to you.
Thank you so much for taking up the table topic and the way you have introduced the uh, word of the day and the idiom of the day. That was also really well done. So now moving on, Toastmaster Akshit and Toastmaster Abhilasha. Okay, so Akshit has raised hand. So Toastmaster Akshit, your topic will be superpower. Superpower, Toastmaster Akshit's on.
Thank you so much for the topic, Pihu. I was earlier planning to start the participating from the next meeting, but thank you so much for pushing me to do this right now. If I had one superpower, if I get that opportunity, I would really want to take teleportation as that superpower. I always since I was a child, I used to see Doraemon, and he used to have that door from where he could go from one place to the other, and just teleport very easily, this fast, this sharp. And especially I feel this when I'm doing all these travels for my work, when I'm away from my family, when I'm missing my friends, that if I could just just be there in the next instant. And if I could just be in anyone's company, or if I could just enjoy each and every moment, being present everywhere at any point of time, that would be amazing. So that is the kind of superpower I would really want um, to have. But being a little bit more practical around this, I think even the superpower which we have right now, that is this Zoom call, making this a very amicable setup for everyone, where everyone's all enjoying each other's company from so far away. That itself, I can live with that until we get to that final superpower of teleportation. So thank you. Thanks so much.
I can understand and relate to you very well. Travel can sometimes be really hectic and tiring. So this teleportation superpower can be really helpful in those times. So now, Toastmaster Abhilasha, would you like to go ahead? I have a exciting topic for you. So yes, midnight
Yeah,
snack.
sure, go ahead. Mhm.
Midnight snacks.
Mm,
Toastmaster Abhilasha. Toastmaster Abhilasha.
okay.
Midnight snack.
Thank you for the topic, midnight snack. So, um, whenever I think about having a snack midnight, so I always think, okay, what should I get? What should I eat? Maybe something that would not make me fat. Well, a midnight snack like that um, would be something, maybe air, I don't know, which has no calories, maybe water, something like that. A midnight snack, um, what I believe is that, sorry, I think I'm good. I'm fine. I don't want to go ahead.
So since this is your first time, we can understand the nervousness, and you did really well for the first time. So thank you so much for all the courage that you have shown us and accepted the topic. So I would like all of us to give a round of applause for all the speakers of the table topic session. We all did really well. So now that was an amazing session, and thank you to everyone. Now I would like to hand over the stage back to the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pihu. I think you should definitely take more of these table topics because uh, it was a nice process. So, one of the lessons that I've learned from this game is that a lot of because
Arjun, your
we
voice is
are.
cracking a lot. I'm
Should
not sure if
I
it is for me
take off?
only.
Yeah, now? What about now?
Seems to be better. Thank you.
Okay, so my video is my network as well. So one of the main things about this card game that I have learned is that you always have to be take cognizance of the changing situation. Like I said before, you have a card in your hand at the beginning, and before any community cards are dealt, you are betting on your hand already. But once the first three cards are shown, now what might have been a premium hand before is now probably worth nothing. But oftentimes, what we do is that we fail or we get emotionally attached or we refuse to take this new information into account that now what was just a premium hand 2 seconds ago is no longer a premium hand. Now it is worthless. But then another card could flop, and the fourth card is now on the belt, and now it is again. Oh wow! Now again your cards are again good somehow. Maybe another ace has shown up, maybe something else. But now after that, this round of betting, maybe in the next round, in the next card that flops, now again somebody else could have something better. So this just this constant updating of situations is the most emotionally draining part of this game. And I feel like that has a parallel in life as well. I feel the biggest problem with old people, why old people get so much, uh, I think it's an emotional response because when you get past a certain age and you have been told or you realize that you have been living the wrong way your whole life, probably maybe you've been eating something wrong or maybe you've been doing something this way, but then you get emotionally attached. Oh, I have been doing this for 15 years and now I have access to better information, but you are attached to the way you do done things, and that is why you refuse to change. You will resist change. And like when you're 75 years old, are you really interested in knowing the latest and greatest stuff? I think it is very similar to having a premium hand in poker, and you are ahead on the flop, you're ahead on the turn, you're ahead on the river. No, you're not ahead on the river. On the river, somebody else could have a much better hand than you, and then you have to swallow your pride. You have to swallow your emotional attachment to your hand and fold your card because now this other person has a better hand. Just get it into your head. And it is a very emotional because we all get emotional about our thing because we start fantasizing. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get all of his chips. I'm gonna get all of his chips. My chip stack is going to double. And poker really teaches you that emotions are your enemy. Like, I mean, of course, emotionally intelligent you should be, but I think emotional intelligence, I honestly don't know what emotional intelligence is because whenever I am emotional, I'm not intelligent. Okay. I think it's a made up term. I don't know what emotional intelligence, I think it just means you listen to somebody else's emotions without getting emotional yourself. That seems to be emotional intelligence. It is basically intelligence. It is just intelligence. It is not emotional intelligence. So just allow somebody else to be emotional and you be intelligent. I think that is emotional intelligence. Somebody else is being emotional, you are being intelligent. Because in poker, whenever I have been emotional, I have not been smart. So, anyway, so that's it for my life lessons from poker. Now we can go back to the evaluation section, and I would like to call upon Toastmaster Mohit Sani to get the evaluation.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arjun. It has been an amazing ride so far. And yes, we are on the last leg of our Toastmasters meeting journey. And this is the evaluations segment. First up, I'd like to call on stage our prepared speech evaluators. Welcome, Toastmaster Simi, on the stage. You will be evaluating Toastmaster Hirender's speech. So let me add you to Spotlight, and the stage is yours.
Sure. Thanks, Toastmaster Mohit. So, Toastmaster Hirinder, what a wonderful speech. I really want to applaud you with the clap from my side. And the pathway of your speech was presentation mastery with level 1, writing the speech with a purpose. So if I just break down your evaluation into different parameters, 1, the hook was very interesting. You opened the speech with a great hook, with engagement with the audience, where you could ask them questions and they could answer. That keep them engaged. Even you used the tools like chat, where you could ask questions in your speech and they could answer. So that kept them engaging. Second is like clear and crisp language delivery. So I've always seen you comfortable in front of camera. You are always very clear in your words. You maintain that throughout in your speech. The flow of speech was very apt, where you went on to giving different examples from top to bottom throughout your speech, and you was not distracted from your topic. Interest, you were able to develop that interest because you were giving very relatable examples close to our daily lives of the phone, even of the dog, and emails, you could give that. So these were all very good, and the purpose of your speech of reclaiming our 24 hours and be productive, giving away all the distraction was very good. So we were able to relate to that topic. The only added thing from my side that I could give you is if you could stand up and then deliver your speech. Why? Because like we are all in an online meeting setup, and the only thing we can do to mimic that offline meeting is by giving speech in the standing position. I have seen even good speakers facing jitters when they are standing and then giving speech. So that is just to practice ourselves by giving speeches in a standing position. That even opens up our gestures and the body language when we are standing and giving that speech. So all in all, your speech was with a good purpose and you could live up to that purpose. It was a bang on speech and keep doing good job, Toastmaster General. Over to you, Mr. Evaluator from Toastmaster Mohit.
Round of applause for Toastmaster Simi. Toastmaster Simi followed what we call as the CRC approach, which is to start with commendation, add some recommendations, and then end again with some commendations to encourage the speaker. Thank you, Toastmaster Simi. Now we would like to move on to the next evaluator, which is Toastmaster Colonel Prem. Would like to spotlight Colonel Prem to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Mukesh. Over to you, Colonel Prem.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohit, the distinguished Toastmaster Mohit. And the amicable was the speech and shared with the thick of thieves, Toastmasters here. I must compliment Mr. Mukesh for his well-articulated speech. And that was a level 1 speech on innovative planning on the topic lost in life, found in trail. And I'm glad to share that I think the topic, the sense of topic was aptly brought out toward the end, and I think very well relates to the topic that he had chosen. The speech was well structured, had a purpose, and I think lived up to that expectation. He narrated it very well, engaging the participants, had his eye contact. The gestures were quite appropriate, movement of his hand and body. The description of the whole trek which was planned was quite vivid, and I'm sure it would have got the correct impression to the participants and audiences. In terms of communication, we have verbal, vocal, and visual aspects. So good verbal aspect as well as vocal in terms of tonality. Spoke about lessons of mobility in life. So that was good, and also good takeaways in terms of serving the purpose and asking the participants in the beginning and also ending with that. There is also mentioned that you can be a better version, a newer version of yourself. So I think that when we challenge ourselves going on a trek, so that definitely happens. Few things which he can improve. Some pronunciation, word like trek itself, heart. Vocal aspect can improve in terms of smile. That will help. A little bit of tonality, this thing of asking question, having a pause. So wait for a while. Let people think. A little bit of more energy in the whole speech would have done wonders. I would like to challenge you with two things. One is to practice more, rehearse more, so that even reference to your notes could be avoided absolutely, and you can become a more natural speaker. And if you can include or practice a little more of the vocal and the visual aspect of your communication, that holistic ability to communicate and deliver a powerful speech would definitely, you will succeed in. Thank you. And good speech, Mr. Chris. Over to
A
you.
round of applause for Colonel Prem. Very well evaluated. Just one point, Colonel Prem, which I would like to give you to challenge yourself also, which is that while you shared that the speaker can improve on the pronunciation and smile and some other aspects, it's also a good idea to share how the person can do that, so that they know how to proceed further. Thank you. And now I would like to move on to the next segment of our evaluation, which is to call my close friends, the timer, our counter, and the grammarians to share their reports. Since we have the timer already here, I would request Toastmaster Shivani to let us know how we did on time. Over to you, Shivani.
Thank you, Toastmaster Moisa. Okay, so I share my screen. My screen is visible to all.
Not yet, Shivani, at least not to me. Can you try once again?
Okay. Okay.
Yes, it is coming up now.
Okay, so first section, which is prepared speeches, where first speaker, which is Toastmaster Hirender, took 7.45 seconds, and second speech, which was Toastmaster Mukesh, he took 7.58 seconds, and Toastmaster Simi took 2.48 seconds, and evaluator second, which was Toastmaster Prem Prakash, who took 3.43 seconds. And now the coming to the next section, which was table topic. Seema Gupta took 2 minutes. Madhumitas took 2.10 seconds. And Shweta Bhansali took 2.08 seconds. And Toastmaster Deepak took 1.34 seconds. Toastmaster Simbi took 2.25 seconds. Toastmaster ET took 2.27 seconds. Akshit Soni 1.30 seconds, and Abhilasha took 35 seconds. Here is my report. I share this report in a group chat.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivani. A round of applause for Shivani. Just one recommendation for you, Shivani. Going forward, you can try to highlight the speakers who disqualified because of time. So that will give a clear picture. All right. Now let me call on stage our English school teacher, right? English teacher for us, the grammarian of the day. I recently got to know that this person is also called God, the grammarian of the day. Let me call on stage Toastmaster Monica to present her report.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohit, and thank you for calling me God. All right. So it was an amicable meeting, and every participant participated as thick as thieves here. I actually have my notebook full of so much good usages. As I already said, I'll be giving the stars and hearts on your notebooks today. There are so many, but few are worth highlighting, which I really want to bring in. Like when Mohit introduced the roles, friend of grammarian, punctual friend, interrupting friend. So that's something I really liked. Good usages, own your 24 hours. Another one is Hearts skip the beat. Life exists beyond walls. A new version of you. Change is only constant. Pomodoro techniques. Umbrella of divine blessings. Self introspection. Memory lane. Flying higher with goals and ambitions. Teleportation. I heard this word after a long time. Swallowing your pride. Lessons of mobility. Then all the topics were itself very good usages like secret doors, pocket diary, flying carpet, talking mirror. I really loved all these words. And one phrase which touched me is emotions are enemy, which I truly don't agree to. Yes, but eventually I like this different kind of a usage. So these are few of the highlighted ones. There are so many which I noted. I will share all of others in the WhatsApp group after the meeting. And with that, everybody has done a great job. Keep sharing what your thoughts are without feeling about how others will judge, and let be yourself. That's how the language flows by itself. With that, I hand over stage back to Toastmaster Mohit.
Round of applause for Toastmaster Monica. What a beautiful way with which you helped us understand how well we are doing and what are some of the things we can improve. Did you forget to share the number of times we use the word of the day and the?
Yes, my bad. I am really happy of a great usage today. I'm blown away. Like the word has been used by Raja, Simi, Hirender, Mukesh, Shweta. E.T. used it twice. Akshit and Colonel Prem. An idiom has been used multiple times for a change. It was used by Mohit, Sweta, E.T. and Prem. Awesome usages. Again, I'm blown away. I think this matched with the air, the love is, or the friendship in the air, that everybody actually used the words amicably.
Great. Thank you, Toastmaster Monica. Wonderful choice of the word of the day and the phrase of the day. Now, I'll need to call upon our interrupting friend, Toastmaster Raja, to share with us how many speakers interrupted their flow during the speech. Over to you, Raja.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Toastmaster Mohit. Before coming to my report, I want to give solution also. How to reduce filler words like aha, like. By speaking, focus on pausing, practicing, and becoming more aware of your speech patterns. Mindful speaking, planning, and strategic use of pauses can significantly improve your fluency and reduce the reliance on filler words. After my report, I'll suggest 3 solutions. Coming to my report, Toastmaster Hirinder used 5 times ah. Toastmaster Pihu used 3 times so. Toastmaster Seema used 2 times so. Toastmaster Madhumita used 6 times aha. Guest Akshit used 6 times aha and 3 times Guest Abhilasha used 3 times aha and 5 times Toastmaster Arjun used 9 times aha and 5 times and 3 times so. That we can understand while taking role of the Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster Simi used 3 times ah. Toastmaster Mohit used 2 times so and 1 time like. Toastmaster Monica 2 times and 1 time like. I'll share the report also over the group. And coming to the solution. First is to identify and become aware. And how you can do that? By recording yourself, pay attention to context, what you are speaking. Then second is practice mindful speaking. And some of the ways are pause instead of filler. When you feel the urge to use a filler word, pause for a second or 2 instead. Breathe deeply and speak slowly. Third is replace filler words with intentional pauses. Build suspense. This is the main benefit of taking intentional pauses. First is build suspense and create a natural rhythm while speaking. That is from my side. Over to you, General Evaluator.
A huge round of applause for Toastmaster Raja. You were very well presented, and you also gave us suggestions to pause, to breathe, and to slow down, which will help us in overcoming our interruptions. I see Toastmaster Hirinder has a raise of hand. Yes, Toastmaster Hirinder, please share with us.
Yeah, just wanted to inform Toastmaster Raja that Vilasha has formally joined us. She's a member. She's no more a guest.
Guest Vilasha. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, joined. Okay, now it is Toastmaster. Okay.
Yeah, she's
Yes, both Abhilasha and Akshit are now formally Toastmasters.
Great, congratulations.
Okay, a huge round of applause for my friend circle for your evaluations. And yes, for the entire audience, note down these people. You will be sharing who was your favorite friend today in the voting when it happens in a bit. Now, like me, I would like to share an overall report as the general evaluator. I would quickly share what really stood out and what were some one or two things that the role player can improve further. For the Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Simi, it was probably your debut role and you did it so well. You brought in so much engagement in the beginning of the meeting, which sets the tone of the meeting. So, huge round of applause for you. The only suggestion that I have for you is to also call out the mission of the Toastmasters Club, which I think got missed. The presiding officer, Toastmaster Monica, you presented the club update so well. There were 4 or 5 points that you had, and you covered everything. Yes, you missed the guests' introductions in the beginning, but you also made up for it by mentioning and acknowledging it in the chat, and that you would cover it in the end. So we all make mistakes, but the good news is that you accept the mistake and overcome it. The other suggestion that I have for you is to also just to challenge yourself, bring in some motivational opening, which will really be something that we all want to hear from the president. So that's something you can do. The Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Arjun, your build up of the story around your theme was really commendable. You had so much content, a lot of humor that you added. The suggestion that I have for you is try and bring in more engagement. There was a lot of time when you were speaking and you had to actually check if you were audible or not. That's probably because the engagement, you were not asking enough questions. So bring in more engagement so people feel more connected and grasp even more. The second one for you is audio video checks. It's an online meeting. This is the way in which we will communicate. So there is absolutely must for us to check it in advance. Table Topics Master, Toastmaster Pihu. I think it was your debut role. A huge round of applause. I think I don't have to say anything. The audience has already said everything. Fantastic opening. And yes, you should do more and more of these because, yeah, love the way you brought in the topics today. Just one suggestion for you is try to have a check that you are including as many guests also, because guests are this is the only place where guests can participate. So give them the most opportunity to have them in the table topics. And for the timer, AHA counter and grammarian, I've already shared my inputs. Couple of other things which stood out, a huge call out for Toastmaster Simi for taking up the role of the evaluator at the last minute. It's actually an opportunity that comes to us, and she took up the opportunity for her own sake, for her own growth. So something to learn for us from Toastmaster Simi. And also a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Abhilasha and Toastmaster Akshit. It takes a lot of courage to come on the stage and present as the table topic speaker, and you have overcome that today. A huge round of applause. That's all I have from my general evaluation report. I would like to now hand over the stage back to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Ponika.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohit, for evaluating whole of the meeting. And thank you so much for letting us know how we can become better and how we can improve in our roles. And I'm really proud of everyone. Like we all have done so well. Every speaker actually shared their speeches so well. All the role players did their job so well. So that's what the amazing meeting is all about. I think we now have to also collect the votes with, I hope you will be sharing the link soon. Perfect. And in the meanwhile, I would like to correct my mistake, which I made in early, is to connect with the guest today. So I'll be calling upon each one of you one by one, and you can share what your experience has been so far. Madhumita, would you like to go first?
Yeah. Hi, Monica. Thank you for this opportunity. I had a good session today. So first of all, I was very afraid of talking in front of people, and even in class there is an presentation skill class. So in that also we need to go to the stage and we need to have a conversation there. But I feel it was very tough for me that I was scared to go there. But today in table topic, I was a little bit confident to start. So I guess I was stepped out of the comfort zone. As first step, I just went out of my comfort zone. So it was really a good session. So this will help me to build my career. So thank you all for joining me in this group, and I believe that it will give me a lot of surprises after a few days. Let me wait for that. Thank you all. It was a
So
good session.
super, Madhumita. I'm
Yeah.
happy, and I really, really like that as you pick up that opportunity to speak up.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for being here. Would love to have you in our regular meetings in times to come, and would like to hear more from you.
Yeah. So thank you. Thank you.
I think other guest seems to have left the meeting, but anyways, maybe we can actually continue with the votings.
Yeah, maybe we
And
can ask.
again,
Sorry, Toastmaster Monica, since for Toastmaster Akshit and Abhilasha, it's the first time they're attending.
exactly.
Maybe you want to. I'm
Yes,
going to
I
take a
was
minute
about to.
to share the voting link in the meanwhile. Yeah, on it.
Definitely. I was again trying to take that as an opportunity. Yes, would like to hear from Akshit how has been his first experience of this meeting.
Honestly, this was a great experience, and thank you, PU, once again for pushing me to do the table topic for today. Really enjoyed the full spectrum of speeches and the feedbacks which came along. During these meetings, you also get to understand how do you what are some challenges you have, while you also look at other speeches that, hey, these are something which I can improve on when I do that. So overall, a wonderful experience. I'll look forward to reducing my ums and also improve along with all of you.
Yes, yes, of course. And really happy to see you participating on the day one. It always takes courage to break that barrier, break that comfort zone. And you did it fabulously well. So awesome, awesome. Okay. Hi, Abhilasha. Would like to share how have been your experience?
Yeah, it was an interesting experience for me, and the first time taking the stage. I was anxious, I think, but I hope I will improve in the next meetings. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the other meetings as well.
Yes, Abhilasha, definitely. And really like that you took up opportunity to show up when there was a time, right? And believe me, Toastmaster is a comfortable space to be in where you can fail multiple times, practice yourself, and again become a better version of you. Uh, And this is again, as I always say, this is a easy platform where you can try out different things, experiment with yourself and be yourself. That's the way the Toastmaster is all about, and that's what our club is all about. So I'm really happy that you turned up, you showed today for yourself, and definitely we're looking forward to hear more of you as you proceed in this Toastmaster journey.
Yeah, thank you.
Super. We have Prerna back with us. Prerna, would you like to share how has been your experience? Uh, What brought you here, and is your expectation met here in this meeting?
Okay. Hi everyone. So thank you for having me here. It's been truly a wonderful experience so far. Great speeches, great topics, and I am looking forward to learn a lot from you, everyone. Thank you.
Wonderful, superb, and we really would like to see you repeatedly in meetings to come.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we still are voting. Meanwhile, I think we can. Okay, we can actually discuss how has been the experience from others. Pihu, how you feeling after conducting such a beautiful table topic? I think this is your first role as in a table talking master, and you did it fabulously well. So, how are you feeling after conducting that session so well?
I was feeling so great, not by how I conducted the role, but seeing the all the responses in the chat box and all the support that people were giving me, and all the valuable feedbacks and how everyone loved the creative topics. I was actually kind of intrigued by these topics, and that's why I chose them. So thank you so much for supporting me, and I hope I did well as my debut role.
Yes, definitely. You did it so very well. All the topics were wonderful. Again, that all, that actually let all the speakers uh, share their creative ideas and creative thoughts. Some of those took us back to the memory lane, and it was very well conducted. Awesome. And the best part is when you were actually also closing, each speaker, after each speaker, you were actually sharing your observation and you were adding your 2 cents into it. That was yet another, cherry on the cake, you can say. So that's how it has been.
Thank you so much.
Why do we have the results ready? I think, okay, even I have not voted. If anybody has yet not voted, please take a minute. It will not take more
Yeah.
than that.
So I have the results compiled based on the votes that have been received so far. We can use your vote as a tiebreaker in case that happens, but let me just quickly check. I think the voice of the audience is very clear this time around. So you want me to announce, or do I share it with you, Monica, and you want to announce?
No, you can go ahead. Mohit, you
Okay.
can announce it.
Okay. So for the best prepared speaker, yes, there was a lot of competition, but we have one speaker who is the winner. That's Toastmaster Hirinder. Huge round of applause for Toastmaster Hirinder. For the table topics, we have a clear winner, which is Toastmaster Seema. A huge round of applause for Toastmaster Seema. Is she still there? Yeah, Seema, you're there. Okay. The best evaluator today goes to Toastmaster Simi. And the best the best role player today goes to the table topics master, Toastmaster Pihu. Best auxiliary role player. Okay, where is that? For some reason, people haven't voted for auxiliary role players today, it seems. What happened? I haven't received any votes. So maybe Toastmaster Monica, this is where your vote will be counted as the winning vote. You can decide.
That is a tough choice. You have already declared me the god. That's a tough choice. Since I am one of them, so I really would not like to vote anyone. I don't think so. I am in a position to do that.
Okay, we can declare all
Maybe we
three of them as
can,
the winners.
maybe we can take a raise of hand right away.
But yeah, I also want to check, like, why did anybody not vote? Did something go wrong with the tool that we are using? By
Yeah,
any
I
chance?
have voted for that.
You did?
Yeah, I also voted.
Okay. Okay, then there's
There's
probably something wrong. Yeah, something wrong here in the tool. Okay. Yeah, Monica, up to you. Can declare all three as winners as well.
Or we can take a raise of hand right away.
Yes, let's do that.
Let's do that.
Okay, let's go for grammarian. How many want to vote for grammarian? Raise of hands. 1, 2, 3. 3 raise of hands for grammarian. Okay, you don't have to raise the hand again. Okay, now Shivani, what are you raising the hand for? Grammarian. Okay, then R counter. I'll go for the R counter. 3, 4 for the R counter. Okay, don't make it tough. There's fifth one also. Okay, and yes, so I think we have the winner for today, the R counter, Toastmaster Raja. Round of applause for the R counter.
And what has been the overall opinion? I think everybody loved the meeting.
Oh yes, let me check that as well. Actually, let me see. Again, I think there is something I need to check on the tool. It doesn't show me anything on that.
So okay, let's break that also. Everybody who loved the meeting, just show the emojis, heart emojis. Yay, we have many hearts. Yes, we all loved the meeting and we all enjoyed the great way to celebrate the Friendship Day is to be among those people. Oh yes, I loved it, Prakash. Yes, the great way to again celebrate the friendship is to be among those who are like-minded and who kind of match your vibes. And I think that has been the great start of the day, great beginning and the great closure of the meeting as well. We started with the beautiful emojis. We ended with beautiful emoji for sure. Can we also take one more picture at the end if everybody agrees? Yes. Can you all switch on the cameras, please, quickly? Quickly, with a count of 3, I will then take the picture. More cameras, more cameras.
What was that?
Madhumita,
Is
Abhilasha.
it how you do it?
It's hard.
Oh,
I'll not be able to do it because I'll be capturing the picture. Okay. I'll work with this also. With the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Yes. I think I would like to take one more. Couple of eyes were closing. So one more time. And please ensure that you keep your eyes wide open.
Abhilasha also has something new, I think, some new way of showing
This is
the heart
Korean.
sign.
This is Korean love, right?
Okay. Oh,
yes. Okay. 1, 2, and 3.
I'll just learn one thing on a day, right? That's enough for me.
Oh, this was full show this time. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
It was
Okay.
really awesome. Great meeting, great closure. See you next week again with a great agenda. Most likely it will be more. But we will keep rolling the information. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Have a
Bye-bye.
great day, great Friendship Day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.